Hey there, we're Gary and Tiffany Gillette, and Blinds of All Kinds has been serving the Space Coast since 1983. This business was started with Tiffany's parents, and today we're excited to carry on the legacy of helping families create beautiful homes here on the Space Coast.
Blinds of All Kinds started with my parents. Actually, my mom was babysitting in Miami, and my dad came in. He was working for another company installing blinds, and he found my mom over a blind. They eventually moved up to Brevard County. They were busy all weekend, and they could justify enough business to make the move. They moved up to Rockledge. This was in the early 80s. From there, they moved over to 520, and in the early 90s, they moved into the current location on US 1.
I started with the company in 2020. I was a fishing guide, and I was doing a lot of traveling. Tiffany and I wanted to have our first child, and Tiffany wanted me home. So she convinced me to move my fishing guide business to Brevard County. And then COVID happened, and it essentially flopped. And I was using Blinds of All Kinds as a supplemental income source for a while. And it quickly, within 4 months, turned from me making cornices and helping out in the drapery department to me essentially running the entire business.
Carrying on my family's legacy with Blinds of All Kinds has been so exciting, a gift from God, really. I came into the business, it was a well-oiled system. We had some staff that had been with us for 30, 40 years. We still had our first sales rep when I came on in 2018. I had the opportunity to learn from the most experienced blind gurus in the business. Working with my husband has been amazing. You know, I watched my parents through the years. It was always our dinner conversations, blinds all day. It's the topic of every conversation. So doing that with my husband now, it's so funny. I never thought I would be here.
I think the most rewarding part was I spent a lot of my previous careers were working in marketing, working in the outdoor industry, working for small businesses, telling their story and kind of learning what makes that business great. And moving into Blinds of All Kinds, like Tiffany said, it was a well-oiled machine. So really coming in and not being distracted by building a business from scratch, but looking at something that's existed for 40 years and saying, how can I make this better, and use my previous experience working with other small businesses to make sure the story is told and make sure to carry on the legacy and just improve on, the greatness that's existed for as long as it has.
What makes Blinds of All Kinds what it is today is, and what I'm most proud of, is the amazing reputation that we've built in Brevard County. Marketing is really important. Having online marketing is wonderful, but having that word of mouth, people have seen our funny shaped teepee building off of US 1 for many years. But having that reputation and being able to be referred word of mouth is what I'm definitely most proud about.
When a customer walks into our showroom or my sales rep walks into their home for the first time, I want them to immediately feel the level of expertise and customer service that we provide, because those are the things that we really prioritize.
When a customer walks into our showroom, I want them to experience the small business family mentality. These employees are part of our family, and I want customers to be a part of our family as well. It's important to me because in a day where the corporate industry has come into the blind world, as a small business, you get the personal experience. You can talk to the owner on the phone. If there's ever an issue, we don't have a chat bot that you're speaking with. You're speaking to a real person on the phone.
We'd love to provide you with the perfect window treatments for your home. Visit our showroom in Rockledge or visit us online for more options.